Hello friends, it's Rudolph here, and in my first video I want to talk about God of War 5. But before start talking, I want to say that I know God of War 5 is not released yet, and we don't have trailer or anything about it right now. But we saw Thor, who physically appears only once in a game's true ending, during a dream about the future. So we can pretty much say that it was teaser for upcoming God of War game, and the battle between Thor and Kratos seems to be inevitable. But before start talking about their fight, let's say a thing or two about Thor in the God of War series. Well, Thor was born as the son of Odin and Frigga, and half-brother to Tyr and Baldur. At some point in his life, he became husband of Sif. Thor also had two sons, Magni and Modi. Odin commissioned Brock and Sindri to build Mjolnir for Thor, a job that two would come to bitterly regret. When Odin's deception was discovered by the giants and vanished from Jotunheim forever, he ordered Thor to use his new weapon to slaughter all the giants in Midgard. By the time of Loki's death, Thor had already slaughtered almost all the giants in Midgard and earned a fearful reputation as the strongest Norse god. After Baldur abandoned Thria, Thor was raised with his half-brother and trusted him. But Baldur considered Thor and their entire family to be fucked up. Although absent in the main campaign, he is mentioned constantly throughout as a monster, who slew every giant he could find in Midgard to satisfy his bloodlust. Thor is also mentioned to have fought the World Serpent years ago during his massacre of the giants. But instead of emerging a victory, the World Serpent proved to be just as strong as the Thunder God, leading to a stalemate. Thus, Thor was forced to return to his father Odin empty-handed. As a result, Thor and the World Serpent have hated each other ever since. It is also said that their rivalry will not end until the coming of Ragnarok. Kratos and Atreus also meet the spirit of a disciple of Thor, who desires vengeance on the god for wronging his family. After his father died, the spirit's mother built a statue of Thor to watch over the grave, and was surprised when the god himself came to offer condolence. While they were initially thrilled, Thor took advantage of the family's hospitality. The mother had to beg him to leave, but in a drunken rage, Thor murdered her. Kratos used the man's story to remind his son of an important lesson. The lives of men mean nothing to the gods, recounting Kratos' own experience of being betrayed time and time by the Olympian gods. After Modi fled to Asgard upon Kratos killing Magni, Thor was furious to learn of his favored son's death, angrily and brutally beating down Modi for his cowardice. As I said, the only time Thor physically appears in the game is in its true ending, during a dream about the future. Years after the events of the game, as Kratos and his son were sleeping, Thor summoned a huge storm outside their house, using lightning to force them to leave and confront him. When Kratos demands, he reveals his identity. Thor's cloak lifts, revealing Mjolnir as it emits electricity. This is relayed by Atreus to his father, after he had woken from the dream, possibly to avenge his sons and the half-brother whom the pair had killed. So we can pretty much say that Thor will be one of the main, if not the most important villain of the God of War 5, and the battle between Kratos and him is just inevitable. I think it would be lame if Kratos just destroys Thor like he destroyed the Greek gods. And we should not forget that this Kratos is probably weaker than the Kratos in God of War 3. I mean, he's not in his prime anymore, is he? Corey himself stated in his commentary that Kratos went all out, even with rage, to beat Baldur in their first battle. Sure, Kratos did not fight such a strong opponent for a very long time, but we also shouldn't forget that Thor, who is the strongest Aesir and the rival of the World Serpent, is definitely stronger, if not way stronger than Baldur. By the way, Thor was also able to send the World Serpent back in time in their battle at the Ragnarok, so I really doubt it will be easy for Kratos to just beat him like he did with other gods. Also, Thor and the World Serpent's fight is later, during the Ragnarok, in which Thor loses but sends the World Serpent back in time, which means Kratos will most likely lose his fight against him, because if he was killed by Kratos, how the hell would Thor be able to fight the World Serpent after being killed by Kratos? Also, let's not forget the prophecy Kratos saw on the walls of Jotunheim, but death of Kratos is another topic, and I will talk about it in one of my upcoming video. I guess this is all for today. I hope all of you enjoyed with today's video. Please like and subscribe this channel for more content. Riddle is out. Bye.